Hi, welcome to Lad Logic. I'm Joe.
I'm Emmanuel.
And I'm Med.
This is another Lads podcast. You get to kiss the mysterious brooding vampire.
He was pretty sexy.
We're going to be sensitive and in touch with our emotions. Can I have a moment?
To
what?
To cry.
We're here today to talk about everything and anything.
Lots of logic.
Lots of logic.
Mm-hmm.
Can we start off by the video I was talking to you guys about? Because I just need to get it out there. Have you ever seen Subway Takes?
What's Subway Takes?
Let me show you.
So what's your take?
It should be illegal for more than 4 men to gather at any given time.
100% disagree.
The only reason why 5 men should be together is to play professional basketball.
Do you think that's true?
If there was 2 more of us, this place would be crazy.
Yeah, for this set it would be crazy, mayhem. We can just about fit 3 of us.
For any space.
Any space.
5 men together to me is not hanging out. It's the seeds of an insurrection.
Seeds of insurrection, you must be serious.
But I just think, like, if it wasn't for, like, she definitely listened to NSYNC or Backstreet Boys or One Direction. Do you know what I mean? If it wasn't for 5 guys, there wouldn't be certain bands. She's like, oh yeah, 5 guys can play basketball, but then how about the crowd?
Yeah. But I think you have to think, what do you consider intentional gathering? Because like a football game, if in a crowd setting, not every man there is intentionally going to meet other men. You're going to watch something.
But how about if you're going to the pub beforehand?
How many's in the group?
7.
That's intentional then.
Yeah.
What, and that should be...
I know I'd draw the short straw as well. Like, my mates just be like, sorry, Joe, there's too many of us. got to go home.
Sorry, Joe, you're going to have to go in by yourself.
You have to find another group to go in.
I just think that saying that it should be illegal is a bit kind of like crazy.
No, it is wild.
She doesn't mean it though. She's doing a bit.
No, she definitely means it.
She definitely...
I mean, there's
What was the word you said?
Seeds of insurrection.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
But it sounds serious, mate.
I guess she's talking about like plotting wars and whatnot.
I don't think it should be illegal. I think it probably should be frowned upon.
I feel like people frown upon it if I'm just by myself, to be honest.
Well, they're on a train, right? I could understand it if there were 4 or 5 men loitering in the corner and they're like muttering something, staring over at her.
Yeah, that's true.
But in no space at all.
Luckily, there's only 3 of us.
Yep.
But I do think that they should stop selling mics to
Men, yes.
because some people just talk.
Some people just shouldn't be allowed to talk, full stop.
Ever since they started releasing like good quality mics, people just like let's just
Yeah, anyone with a few £100
start a podcast.
can have a podcast. There should be an audition process, I think.
Before you buy a mic.
Yeah, like,
Which of course we excelled in the audition process. That's why
we
we're
got
here.
3.
We
First time
won
pass.
the X Factor.
But no, you're right though. There should be like some sort of like, can we see your plan? What you're going to be talking about?
are you educated? Do you have a degree?
Yeah, like what you're going to talk about. Is it going to be decent conversation?
Have you seen the Empowered podcast?
No.
What's your morning routine?
I haven't got one, bruv.
But I don't even have a morning routine. Every day's a new day.
It depends on my day, what I'm doing.
I'm not gonna. I think you do need a routine, though. You do.
Like I never know what to expect each day. Like I don't like. Sometimes I'm in like Dover. Like last week I was at one point
that.
in Dover. Like
My head hurts already.
No, I think there's another one called Lad Logics, and it's just full of idiots.
Well, we've got the same name as
No,
them.
I'm joking. I was just
That's
saying
us.
it was
Oh, right.
us.
God. Catch up.
No, but there is another one. I can't remember what it's called, and I spoke about this recently. They basically do this thing where like they talk about
cheating or not.
it's called cheating or not, and they're like,
Cheating or not cheating? Going on a solo trip with a colleague.
Cheated.
Yeah.
if a guy holds a door open for your girlfriend,
And she says, thank you.
is that cheating or not? It's like cheating.
The audacity.
Why can't she open it herself? But anyway, that's the reason we've got the podcast, is because we're better than those men.
We're going to be sensitive and in touch with our emotions
And our
and really
feelings.
open up.
And if Moretti want to sponsor this, then please go ahead.
Do we have any?
It's like number 2 of the day, and it's only like what, 10 o'clock.
Hey, you got to have a quick one on the train here.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah,
Loosen me up before the podcast.
Yeah, coffees are so last year. Moving on. Yes, as the producer this is what the universal language of hurry the up.
Rap that shit.
Wrap it up. We haven't got time for this. Going to the conversation that I wanted to do, Joe, you've done really well to catch up with Severance. And
Yes.
obviously, it's probably the best show in the world at the moment.
I was actually surprised when it said that Ben Stiller was the one who produced or directed and such. I was like, oh, I wasn't familiar with your game, bro. But it's really good. I think
You ever
it's
seen
really good.
Dodgeball?
Dodgeball?
Yeah.
That's a really old movie, right?
Not that old. But I mean,
if it's before 2010, it's old.
no.
Dodgeball, I reckon
we're-
2004.
2010 till now is 15 years. That's a long time. If they sent you to prison for 15 years, would you say that's long or not?
If a film's made before 9/11, then it's old.
Well, it's not that old because it came out in 2004.
That's what I said. Called it.
When was 9/11?
2001.
2001. Okay, fine.
But yeah, Ben Stiller, I mean, it just shows that once an actor or a creative, sometimes they can get stuck in this niche. And for him, it was kind of goofball comedy.
You're right, because he like when you think of Ben Stiller, you think of him being like this funny guy.
Yeah.
I mean, Something About Mary. Again, that's a really old film.
Sometimes you see the little Ben Stillerisms in the show, and it's the only part that I don't really like. Like
From Mark S.
No, not from Mark S. What's his name? The slightly overweight one.
Oh, Dylan.
With Dylan G, he's sometimes used as the comic relief in the show.
Yeah, I know what
And
you
I
mean.
don't really like those bits where it cuts to him and he's like, "What the?"
Yeah,
you know,
and
those
he's
like little goofy,
He's forcing those goofy
little
moments.
goofy bits.
Yeah.
I'm
I know.
sorry, but I hate Dylan's vocabulary.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so childish.
Like any Dylan or outie Dylan, because outie Dylan's a dick.
I think both. Even when he's clapping, when they're talking about what happened to Irving, like, where's Irving?
Yeah.
He's like, answer my question. I'm just like, shut up, bro.
But there's a lot of like slightly childlike elements of the show, like their rewards that
that they
the
get.
Lumen
Oh.
But I
rewards.
think is that because if you think about it, Ennies have not really done anything. I mean, like they slept for the first time in literally season 2, episode
Yeah,
5.
that's true.
They had the dream for the first time in that episode as well.
That's the reason that they can behave childlike.
I think so, because
Yeah.
they don't know anything. Like, they're out in the world and they're all like, wow, this is what the sky looks
Yeah.
like. Do you know what I mean? So maybe they're treated with like, here, have a watermelon or listen to music, because
Sure.
they don't get that
No,
opportunity.
but also
If I
those
see
childlike
another woman,
incentives, they kind of reflect corporate culture like
Well, with
now.
pizzas.
They don't quite reflect what we have in real life. But
No.
when I started at this company once, our first social was a game of hide and seek. I was like, what the is this?
What are you talking about?
Nah, that
Are you
game
talking-
of hide and seek
Yeah,
was
that was
tough.
pretty
I love
you're talking
that
about our hide and
game.
seek. That was
Yeah, I'm
sick.
talking about when we joined this company.
Did you get? Were you found?
Mate, I was like, what are we doing here? Can't we go to the pub?
No, but did they find you? Did your partner find you?
I slipped out quickly, mate.
So you left. You cheated.
I just,
I'm dead. He's absolutely fuming that we played hide and seek.
I thought it was a great game.
He was like, let's get the out of here.
nah, it
What are
was
we
embarrassing. We live in a shared office as well, and we were getting told off by the
doing? Wait,
other
you get
businesses.
7 at work. You don't live there.
We weren't just hiding when people were working in the middle
Yeah.
of the day.
I mean, I
No,
thought
we
you
were
didn't find that fun.
out. I thought that was great.
Absolutely not.
So you won't do it again.
Boo, tomorrow.
That's the next social.
I felt pressured to do it as well because it was my first week. I was
Oh,
like, is this
fair.
what this is going to be like the whole time? This is ridiculous.
I wish it was like that the whole time.
I love that though. I mean, at least you're honest about it.
Oh, question. So if you guys could be any character in Severance, who would you be?
Or any character in Severance.
Or any main character in general?
Well, I think it's a writer's job to kind of dump so much trauma on their characters. So I can't think of many that would be a whole lot of fun. But maybe someone like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, you get to stake vamps and up demons.
Why
and
not Blade?
You also get to oh yeah, yeah. But if you're Buffy, you get to kiss the.
Angel.
That's
you get
the
to
perk-
you get to
that's the perk you
smooch
want.
Angel.
Oh yeah, so fair. That'll lead on to the
Yeah,
next
you
question.
get to smooch Angel, the mysterious brooding vampire.
He was pretty sexy. Do you know who I'd like to be? Rick.
From what?
Walking Dead.
Oh, but it goes on forever. Every
does
new
go on
season.
Yeah, no, it does. It does. No, it does. It does. It does.
It was just 14 seasons of. And then every year they find a new home. But hold on, the leader of the home, he's not to be trusted.
If we're gonna talk about Severance, I would probably like to be Mr Milchick because Mr Milchick is fly as hell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's sick. Isn't he?
Always
He looked-
clean,
He looked
always-
sick when he was outside in the snow.
Yeah, that
Sickest outfit.
That fit was tough.
Yeah.
That's a
To be
that's
fair,
a stuff for me.
Milkshake is pretty bad.
Mr Milkshake.
He
Yeah.
talks so
Mr.
eloquently
Milchick.
as well.
He
Of
does.
course.
He uses big words, which I don't do. I feel like I speak like Dylan.
Miss Huang didn't.
I loved that scene though where he's like, after his performance review, he's kind of dumbing himself
Yeah.
down. And I think
I do that every morning. That's why I'm like this.
What did he say again? Like, be quiet. Oh,
Grow up.
Oh,
grow
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Grow up.
He said, you need to rid yourself of childish folly. That's pretty much the equivalent of like seeds of insurrection, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because what does that even mean?
It does.
Saying that to Miss
mean
Huang, who's probably like 12, saying you need to rid yourself of childish folly. It's just like, sorry.
The conversation we just had about Angel. Talking of that, have you ever had like a...
It's a safe space, sir. I won't judge.
Have you ever considered you might be gay?
I'm judging. No, I'm
No, but have you ever like? I mean, you just kind of said that, and you've said that about Angel like being Buffy because he is hot. But has there ever been like a moment where you're like,
Yeah, maybe like 8-9 years ago when I was at uni and I was overindulging in narcotics. There was
great stuff. I love it.
wow. Okay.
there was one Saturday night, pretty standard.
This
Went
person's
to a
iconic,
club.
by the way.
I know.
They must be iconic because this is a very specific.
Yeah, no, well, it was a tough week for me.
Okay. Okay.
I came home from this club night and got into bed, and the calm down hits me, and this voice, like Ross Kemp, appears to me. I start Ross Kemp of EastEnders fame and Ross Kemp on Gangs fame. He appears to me and he says, "Listen, son, you're gay, and there's no shame in it." And that stuck with me for a couple of days. And
Was it a really bad dream? Was it?
I was like
sleep
hallucinating, I guess.
right.
And I put it to the test, stuck on some gay didn't feel anything. A few days later, I was once again comfortable in my heterosexuality.
Oh.
Shout out to Ross Kemp.
Yeah, shout out to Ross Kemp. But I mean, fair enough. At least you kind of like put it to the test.
I think what happened there was like I was probably having quite a lot of anxiety about my identity.
Fair.
Not in a sexuality way.
No.
But I almost put on this performance when I was in first year of uni, and like I just became such a bastard.
What do you mean?
I wasn't like a terrible person,
No,
but I was incredibly conceited.
Yeah, what's that word mean?
It's a synonym for arrogant, basically.
I'm glad you asked.
Big word.
Yeah.
Milchick would not approve.
No, it was way too big. Okay, so I mean that's a pretty deep story. I didn't know we were going deep with this. I mean, I can appreciate if someone's hot, and I can be like, they're fit.
Yeah, no, I can. To be fair, no, I can appreciate a good looking.
Like, not even a celebrity. Sometimes I'll be walking down the street and I'll be like,
no, this happens a lot when I'm with like
he
my
must
female
get
friends.
he must get whoever he wants because he's beautiful. You can appreciate like how someone is chiseled and might have a six pack and can probably run faster than you. They don't have to be like the usual like tough Arnie kind of hot guy, but you can still appreciate when someone looks like, for example, if you go to Thailand, you can appreciate the ladyboys, right?
I've never been to Thailand.
No, but have you seen a ladyboy?
Never seen a ladyboy.
You've never seen a ladyboy?
Never seen a boy lady.
Some
Never
of them
seen
are
a
beautiful.
ladyboy.
Yeah.
Have you seen a ladyboy?
I don't know about in the flesh.
You kind of have an idea, I guess.
It's incredible that they can transform themselves in that way.
But not fucking Pokemon, mate. He was like, his face even went like, it's incredible.
It's
Like,
it's incredible how they can do this and pull this off. You know, it's fantastic.
but like some like when you watch RuPaul, some of them like look amazing and
Their fashion sense is really good.
exactly. So like it's not always, I guess, like them having to be like. I mean, like Dave Beckham.
Oh,
he's quite,
that's about
What?
drag queens.
What?
What?
RuPaul's Drag Race? Yes.
I thought it was just a racing show. That's what a drag race is, though.
Yeah, that is what a
Yeah,
drag
yeah.
race is.
So he
It's
thought
true.
this was just a bunch of people dressed up in drag, just Tokyo drifting around the
he
whole.
No, I didn't even know it was
dressed
about
up as
drag
He
queens.
just thought it was like a racing show, like
Oh.
Top Gear, but one straight.
Like, I thought that RuPaul was just another Jeremy Clarkson.
If you don't know who RuPaul is, I guess you'd assume that. But it's just funny that you think that. That is hilarious.
No,
that
that
is
is
absolutely hilarious.
That is hilarious.
Guys, guess what?
Yes.
It's now time for this game where we pick random cards off this protein shake. This is Certified Nonsense,
Nice.
where that song probably will change every time that we play. The whole concept of this game is, by the way, Bob, if you want to sponsor us, please give us a little shout and we'll drink more protein. Do they make protein? Yeah, they do make protein. So the whole point of the game. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. ADHD. The whole point of the game is you shake, and inside there's some cards with some questions, and we're going to pick one each, starting from you, Joe. So you give it a little shake, open it up, and then take a card. And they have random questions that you need to answer. And I guess we will just judge you.
I need to answer the question.
Yeah. In your best audiobook voice.
If you could erase one embarrassing moment from your life, what would it be?
This morning.
Oh, haven't I opened up enough already?
This is a deep show, man.
It's never enough.
No, it's never enough.
I need more.
Can I have a moment
To
what?
To cry.
to think about it?
Oh, to think about it.
Because I don't know.
Okay, so do you want someone else to pick
Yeah.
one while you're... Okay, fine. Go,
Okay.
Manny, please.
Give it a shake.
Shake my own protein.
Have a nice long think while you're waiting.
Yeah.
Please. Put your hand in there. Maybe we get like a little fishbowl or something, you know what I mean?
Which fictional character do you think you could realistically beat in a fight? That's a great question.
That's an easy question.
Fictional character.
I mean, if it was me, I know who I'm picking.
I could pick anybody.
I'm picking Bambi.
I could pick like Basil Brush if I like it. Pick anyone.
Maybe like Michael Cera in Superbad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. McLovin. I'll be the out McLovin.
You can get it.
Snap him like a twig.
Borat can get it.
Borat. I reckon Borat has you.
Pikachu can get slapped. Like
Yeah.
anyone can get it.
Pikachu, maybe not.
I
No,
know,
no,
Borat,
Pikachu can get it,
Borat
bro.
holds his own in that fight at the end.
No, Borat holds his own.
Azumat, his manager. And they're naked.
Fictional character.
Love that film.
I feel like anyone can. John Wick can get it. I'm joking.
Nah, no way.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. I was like, nah.
Basil Brush, you got it, bro.
Basil Brush.
Basil Brush is on it.
Fair. Basil Brush, I mean, to be fair, Basil Brush is probably the one that will probably be the easiest.
And he's old. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
True. How are you getting on with your thought? Okay, fine.
Oh, right, nice.
Can I get the lid, please? Because I want to give it a little shake. You have to replace one word in your name with moist.
One word.
What's
in
your new name?
One word in your name?
Yeah, what's one word of my name?
Oh, your full name?
Ahmed Moist. Med Moist is a pretty good superhero.
Med Moist.
Everything I touch just gets really slippery. Yeah, worst superpower. Joe, you struggling?
No, I've got mine.
Oh, you got yours? Please.
Yeah.
That was a really not great one.
If you could erase one embarrassing moment from your life, what would it be? When I was with my ex-girlfriend, I was at work once, and I received this like stream of very upset, angry messages from her, and she'd gone onto my laptop, and she'd seen that I'd written this piece of fiction, and like there was so much that I'd taken from our lives and that I'd put in there, and I'd written it first person. It wasn't me, it was like a version of myself that I was writing from. The character had all these horrible thoughts, and so much of it was about her, and she was reading it as if it was me.
Oh, right.
And
right.
even when I explained to her that like this is a character, this does not reflect.
You didn't use her name, obviously.
No, I changed the name.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But even when I like explained to her that like this is a character, this doesn't reflect who I am.
Yeah.
I'm not sure she ever quite believed
She
me.
probably read it as like an autobiography when
Yes.
actually it was a complete made up. What was the book about?
It was a short story. I can't really remember now.
Fair. What was it titled?
I don't remember.
I hate my goat. No,
It was only a couple of pages long, and I never finished it. So
Do you want to write a book?
yeah, I love writing fiction.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
could never do that.
Would you ever want to direct a movie?
I have directed short films.
Have you?
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Why are you not plugging yourself
I did one last year called Nothing Is Wrong, and it's about a man in his 20s. He's a bit of a hedonist. He's
What's a hedonist?
It's a pleasure seeker.
Okay.
And he works in finance, but he spends all of his free time searching for sex and drugs and partying.
really?
Yeah.
Wow, sounds like Liverpool
Netflix will
Street.
buy that shit. Yeah, sounds like what? Liverpool Street. That's what it should be called, Liverpool Street. I didn't know that about you. That's quite interesting.
Very interesting.
I wish I did like that.
Can I
I'll
watch
just
it?
play PS5.
You can watch it, yeah.
He's on YouTube.
It's on my laptop. It's in post-production at the moment. It's in.
Do you
I wanna
need
watch this.
a narrator for the ad? In a world where one man has one girl.
That's pretty good.
That was
I don't think they've done that since the 90s.
No, they haven't.
but-
They need to bring that shit back.
They do.
Finance man is looking for pleasure.
Coming to a cinema near you.
Yeah.
He's looking to bone.
Yeah. If he wants drugs, he wants sex. Dun, 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 dun.
Go to Liverpool Street.
I would watch that film. Just saying. Well, that was a really fun podcast. How do you think the first episode went?
I'm optimistic.
Yeah, you got pretty deep. We got really deep. We were having fun. We had some really funny moments. We got deep. We got serious. If you did like that, then
Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you want us to talk about.
yeah,
That was cute.
Yeah, that was cute. So yeah, see you guys later, and see you on the next episode.
Bye.
Peace.